Welcome to 24/7 Mind Control. So you think you're doing enough? Well, let me tell you something. 30 minutes is not enough. A survival doctrine for the soul in an artificial age. In a world designed to exhaust your attention, deplete your energy, and hijack your identity, 10 minutes of sacred development is simply not enough. Not when the Matrix, a web of systems, screens, algorithms, and engineered illusions, is fueling its agents with 24 hours of uninterrupted demon time. While the conscious are rationing soul food in 10-minute increments, the unconscious are being force-fed 24/7 chaos, fear, and dopamine-fueled delusion. Let's be real. This isn't a game. It's a spiritual war dressed in lifestyle aesthetics. A war where the battlefield is your mind, your body, your choices, and the weapon of mass destruction is distraction. The enemy doesn't wear horns. It wears marketing budgets, social media filters, and urgent notifications. It doesn't break in. It waits for you to open the door. And every day, millions do, willingly. We call it demon time. Not because it's about monsters or myths, but because it's powered by a frequency of disconnection. From truth, from source, from self. Demon time is any time your energy is being used against your evolution. That could be arguing with strangers over nonsense, binge-consuming trauma porn, chasing temporary highs, repeating self-sabotaging cycles, or simply neglecting your divine potential in exchange for short-term stimulation. Meanwhile, sacred development, that real inner work, has become a side hustle. Something squeezed between scrolling and sleep. 10 minutes before bed. 5 minutes in the morning. A journal entry you never revisit. A prayer you whisper without presence. It's no wonder we feel ungrounded. The imbalance is violent. Demon time runs on full-time discipline. People think only the righteous are disciplined. But evil is organized. Evil is structured. Systems of oppression aren't chaotic. They're coded, funded, rehearsed, and scaled. The agents of confusion don't wake up late. They fast from empathy, tithe their time to power, study psychology to control others, and train for outcomes that benefit their mission. Ask yourself, who's developing you? If you don't have a spiritual system, you're already inside theirs. You can't freelance in a world of factories. You either code yourself or you get coded. Sacred development must be full-time, not in terms of hours, but in terms of priority. It must be baked into your being, a default setting, not a special occasion. Because the Matrix doesn't care about your intentions. It cares about your attention. What you do consistently is who you become. And what you ignore becomes the environment that shapes you. The Matrix wants you to be soft, scattered, sensitive to distraction, and allergic to silence. Because silence is where downloads happen. Stillness is where clarity strikes. Sacred time is a threat to programmed systems. So what happens when your sacred time becomes a lifestyle instead of a life hack? You unplug, you untangle, you unfold, you remember. You stop living on breadcrumbs of spiritual insight and start feasting on divine presence. You become magnetic to truth, invisible to noise. You no longer beg for peace, you carry it like armor. 24/7 Mind Control signing off.